How many like separately thrown pieces are put into one of the teapots?
One of the teapots? Okay, so on this one, it's 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pulled handles, 8, 9, 10. 10 pieces. And then I cut it all up, and then I put it all back together. I made a little leg. I know what I can make. I'll just make 3 of these little legs real quick, and I'll kind of show you how I do it.
Do you like whatever angle, you just do whatever?
Yeah, I kind of have a system down that I know which angle it needs to be at. And if you notice, I didn't slip and score. I actually don't slip and score, even though you're supposed to. If you notice on my pots, all my seams are really crisp, and if I were to slip and score, I would leave marks, and I would have to then clean up slip. So,
Come on.
I don't know if you knew that, because I know that Mr. McCabe probably teaches you have to slip and score.
Yeah.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Lying.
No, I know it's not. I know it's not. I know.
But you want to do it. If you're not familiar with the material enough, you're going to want to do it.
So you have to catch the clay at just the right consistency, and right? Or do you put them together like that?
No, I actually lap them. I can show you how I do that too. It's also how I get them really crisp. And then I lap it. What this is doing is it's making it flat and flush. And it's also rehydrating the clay. A little bit more. I learned this working in a factory in New Hampshire because one of my buddies worked in the lapping department. And I was originally making all these cuts by hand and filing them down with a knife, and it was taking me forever. And I did that for about 3 years, and then I worked in this factory job, and I saw my buddy doing it one day on some metal, and I was like, that's it. I was like, this is going to save me so much time. So I just replicated that with clay, and clay is a super easy material to wear down, not like metal. Yeah. So now that the clay is actually wet and hydrated, I don't really need to slip and score it anymore. You can just kind of put it on there, like so, and push it down, and he's gonna stay on there. It's really fragile, but as soon as you put glaze on it, all those seams are gonna be really hard. So when it's bone dry, it's super fragile, even when it's bisque, because sometimes I'll put it down and a leg will pop off. But it's worth losing a pot instead of spending the extra time slipping and scoring, because it just takes a long time. And I really like those clean, crisp lines. So if you can imagine, this one that I did, this is all hand lapped, no slipped and scored, cut up crazy different directions. So going this way, and then cutting it vertically, all lapping these pieces, and then putting it all back together. So this piece actually has the most work in it out of all this stuff. Like I could, and that's why I still own it. The success rate on this was very slim. I'd make 10 and get maybe 2. So I stopped doing that. I was like, this is crazy, but a couple good friends of mine have one. And it was just good exploring. I mean, if I sat down and brought that into the studio again, I could figure out something to do it. Because like I said, you just keep doing it. You just keep working at it, and you'll figure it out. So I learned how to lap and clean those things working in a factory job. Yeah. Cool. So is anyone thinking about pursuing an art career? Yeah. How many hands? 1, 2, 3,
Not me.
4, 5. Cool.
You're welcome.